The 17th Mvun in this line and the direct descendant of Nchare is Ibrahim Bwombo Njoya. Njoya came to power in a tumultuous time. His father, Mvun Sangu, had recently been assassinated in a war with the Nso, and his mother, Japdunke, served as a regent until he was prepared for the position of Mvun. During his early days as a ruler, he had encountered many neighboring African peoples and witnessed the effects of colonization and illegal human trafficking in Africa. Understanding this existential threat, at the turn of the 20th century, he embarked on a mission to modernize the Larewa system into a syllabary to preserve the history of the Bamoun. The Bamoun, like all African people, used a variety of symbols to define their reality. During the first stage of the evolution of the writing system, around 1895, Njoya transformed the glyphs from a system with about 700 signs to 510 signs, with 10 arithmetic digits and punctuation. This stage was called Larewa. Like Medu of ancient Kimi, Larewa is a logographic system, of which 80% is composed of pictograms representing everyday objects in nature, plants, and parts of the human body, and the other 20% composed of ideograms and phonograms, representing abstract ideas and sounds, respectively. Most words feature a combination of these signs. This early form of writing was written multi-directionally, from left to right, right to left, top to bottom, and bottom to top, on clay and wooden tabs, as well as animal skins using charcoal. Njoya set up Ndanshut Panda Larewa Nvun, or Order of the King's Scholars, in order to comprehensively enhance the usage of the script. The next phase of writing developed between 1899 and 1901. It was called Mbima, which means mixture in Shupaman, the language of Bamoun. It included 439 characters, 10 arithmetic digits, and 1 punctuation sign. Here, Njoya eliminated 116 signs that he wasn't satisfied with and introduced 45 characters to overcome phonetic shortcomings. Like Larewa, Mbima is a logographic system where pictograms dominate over ideograms. In the beginning of 1902, the third iteration of the Bamoun script, Yinyi Fafu, which means God has given grace, was created. Yinyi Fafu is reduced by 56 characters, down to 381, including 10 arithmetic digits and 2 punctuation marks. Here, ideograms are made primary over pictograms, and left-to-right writing was mandated, resulting in an expansion of literary activity, numerous correspondences, and property transactions. In 1903, Njoya built schools to teach the writing and also began translating scriptural text. The fourth phase of the Bamoun script came in 1907 with Rinyi Fafu. This script had only 286 characters, 10 numbers, and 2 punctuations, with the logograms simplified. The fifth iteration of the script, Rinyi Fufen, began a year after the development of the previous stage and represents the last logographic step of the alphabet. It contains 81 characters less, with 205 symbols. This stage totally eliminated pictograms in favor of ideograms and syllables. In February of 1910, Njoya completed the process of going from a pictosyllabic system to the syllabo-graphemic system in the development of Akauku. Akauku has 83 characters, 70 graphemes, 10 arithmetic digits, and 3 diacritics. Akauku Mbembe has 91 characters, 70 syllabo-graphemic characters, 10 arithmetic digits, 3 diacritics, 3 punctuation signs, and 5 arithmetic signs. In about 15 years and 5 successive stages, the end result of this transformation was Akauku Mbembe, and this allowed the Bamoun to produce maps, birth certificates, construction blueprints, administration documents, court acts, accountings, and historical archives. As a historian, Njoya wrote a book about the history of the Bamoun called Sangam, also called Libanor Oska, or The History and Customs of the Bamoun, along with other texts in the Bamoun archives, documenting the Happy River Valley origins of the Bamoun. This documentary evidence is important because it helps solidify classical African history against the charges of hyperdiffusionism and Hemeticism leveled against Africana studies. First off, Njoya's testimony occurred prior to any direct contact by Eurasians and is rooted in the pre-Larewa pictograms that, according to Dr. Sheikanta Diop and Theophilo Benga, descend from Paleo-African graphical systems related to Medu. The impetus behind the modernization of the Larewa system to compiling Bamoun history was for cultural preservation and to protect the Bamun from contamination of external narratives such as those from the Western Judeo-Christian world. In this matter, Bamun syncretism maintains local autonomy while engaging with Abrahamic traditions theologically. The ancestral lineage of the Bamun does not contain any major Abrahamic characters and lists Africans from the continent whose relationship to West Asia is strictly commercial. These facts completely contrast the central components of the Hamitic hypothesis and valorize Njoya's commitment to a Pan-African revolutionary renaissance.